Ever wondered if your sales figures are too small to get a cash advance? For those times you need an injection of capital now, but you're stuck waiting on your marketplace payouts? It's a common question and a valid one, especially for e-commerce sellers navigating the often tricky waters of cash flow. We've all been there. That inventory opportunity arises, a marketing campaign needs a boost, or simply, you need to cover operational costs while your marketplace holds onto your hard-earned revenue for what feels like an eternity. But here's the million-dollar question that often comes up. Do I need a minimum sales volume to use Payability? The short answer, and one that will likely bring a sigh of relief to many of you, is that no. Payability does not require an astronomically high minimum sales volume to qualify for their services. This is a critical distinction that sets them apart from traditional lenders or even some other fintech solutions that often have stringent revenue requirements. Payability is specifically designed with the e-commerce seller in mind, recognizing the unique cash flow challenges faced by businesses operating on marketplaces. They understand that even businesses with moderate sales volumes can experience significant cash flow bottlenecks due to extended payment terms. So, let's break down what that really means in practical terms. While there isn't a hard and fast publicly stated dollar amount that you must hit every month, here's what Payability typically looks for. First and foremost, consistent sales history. They want to see that you have a track record of selling on a marketplace for a reasonable period. This isn't about one-off spikes. It's about a consistent flow of transactions. This doesn't mean you need to be selling hundreds of thousands of dollars every month from day one. It means demonstrating that your business is actively generating revenue. If you've only just launched your store last week, you might need a little more time to build up that consistent sales history. Generally, a few months of active selling with regular payouts from your marketplace is a good starting point. Secondly, sales velocity. While the total volume matters, the speed and frequency of your sales also play a role. Are you making sales daily, weekly, or are they very sporadic? A higher velocity of sales, even if individual order values are smaller, indicates a more active and potentially more predictable revenue stream. This is why a business doing, say, $5,000 a month in steady daily sales might be seen as more favorable than one doing $5,000 in one large, infrequent transaction. Thirdly, eligible marketplaces. Payability works with a wide range of major e-commerce marketplaces. These include, but are not limited to, Amazon, eBay, Walmart, Shopify, Target Plus, and many more. The key is that your sales need to be coming from one of these integrated platforms. They can directly access your sales data from these marketplaces, which helps them assess your eligibility and risk. This is a crucial point because it's how they verify your sales and provide fast approvals. If you're selling primarily through your own independent website without a direct integration, it might be more challenging to qualify, as they rely heavily on the verified sales data from major platforms. Fourth, and this is where it gets interesting, they assess your overall business health, not just revenue. While sales are paramount, Payability also considers other factors that paint a picture of your business's stability. This can include things like your account health on a marketplace, e.g., good customer feedback, low defect rates, and the overall trajectory of your sales. Are your sales growing, stable, or declining? A growing or stable sales trend is generally more favorable. They also look for a healthy, legitimate business, not just a temporary pop-up shop. Let's put some numbers into perspective based on anecdotal evidence and common understanding of Payability's typical client base. While they don't publish exact figures, it's generally understood that businesses generating at least a few $1,000s in monthly sales consistently are strong candidates. Some sellers have reported qualify with as little as $1,000 to $2,000 in monthly sales, especially if those sales are consistent and growing. The emphasis is truly on consistency over hitting a massive, arbitrary threshold. This opens the door for a much broader range of e-commerce businesses, from those just scaling up to established, but perhaps smaller scale operations. Think about it this way. If you're consistently doing $5,000 a month in sales on Amazon FBA, and you've been doing that for several months with good account health, Payability is likely going to be interested. If you're doing $10,000 a month on eBay and have a steady flow of sales and positive feedback, you're also in a good position. It's about demonstrating a reliable, ongoing revenue stream that allows them to confidently advance you funds based on your future receivables. Why is this flexibility so important? Because traditional financing often overlooks the specific needs of e-commerce sellers. Banks, for instance, might require extensive financial statements, collateral, or a long history of profitability that many smaller, but rapidly growing online businesses simply don't have. They might also struggle to understand the nuances of marketplace payment cycles. Payability, by contrast, is built for this environment. Their underwriting process is streamlined and focused on the real-time data from your marketplace sales, making it much faster and more accessible. Consider the scenario of a seasonal business. A business selling Halloween costumes, for example, might have explosive sales in September and October, followed by a significant drop-off. Payability understands these cycles. While they look for consistency, they also factor in the nature of your business. If your peak season generates significant and verifiable sales, they can still provide advances during that period, even if your off-season sales are much lower. The key is that the sales during the period you need the advance are consistent and verifiable. Another crucial aspect of Payability's model is that they don't require personal guarantees or collateral in the same way traditional loans do. Their advances are based on your future marketplace receivables. This means they are effectively buying your future payouts at a slight discount, providing you with immediate access to cash. This structure significantly reduces the risk for both parties and makes the service much more appealing to small and medium-sized e-commerce businesses who might not have significant assets to put up as collateral. So, how do you actually apply and get a sense of whether you qualify? The application process for Payability is famously quick and straightforward. You typically connect your marketplace accounts securely, allowing them to access your sales data. This data is what they use to assess your eligibility. They can often provide an approval decision within 24 hours, and sometimes even within a few hours. This speed is a game changer for businesses that need capital quickly to seize opportunities or cover immediate expenses. In conclusion, the idea that you need to be a multi-million-dollar e-commerce giant to utilize services like Payability is a misconception. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.